So probably we will go. Good, excellent. Okay, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me well. Now, just first of all, assalamu alaikum, everyone. Hope you are doing well. Hope everything is great. This is the main purpose of organizing this meeting is to talk to potential, let's say, students and candidates who are willing to invest in their listening skill and they, who are interested in participating in this marathon. So I will do my best to help you and answer your questions today. So I'm gonna just open the chat box so you can now chat and introduce yourself and then ask questions regarding the listening marathon. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer for the next 30-40 minutes. We will do this marathon. So this is a question answer session, okay, everybody? So I'm just gonna write here, hi all. Hi, everyone. You are welcome to ask your questions here. Welcome to ask questions about the listening marathon. So, any questions? And or like if somebody would like to speak, you can just raise your hand using the Zoom function. I think if you know it, for example, this function, I'm just raising my hand and I will let you ask. Yeah, we have it here. First volunteer, Camila. So I'm just gonna unmute you. So 1 second, here we go. Can you, Camila, unmute yourself and then ask your question, okay? I gave you such a chance, please. Yeah, Camila, you can unmute yourself and ask questions.
Maybe it's just checking.
Yeah, hello there. Yeah, could you please introduce yourself? We have another person. Yeah, and ask your question regarding the listening marathon, right? Like, I will do my best to help if you have other questions also, guys. If we have some time left, as usual, I will try to give my piece of advice on some things that you are struggling with, okay? Yeah. So you can ask your question. Yeah. What is the question?
I guess no one want to ask, but it was, I guess that it was just checking. Maybe.
What are you checking?
No, Camila want to check how it's work.
Thank you for making it clear. Yeah, probably, maybe, yeah. Good. Yes, Sarnas. Sarnas, you can talk. Just 1 second, guys. Let's I will let everybody give a chance. Just let's one by one. Yes, Sarnas, what is the question, please?
Can I talk?
Yeah, definitely.
Can you give me some more full information about this marathon? What we should do?
Okay, in this case, let's start with some sort of introduction and background information about this marathon. Well, this marathon idea actually came to my mind some time ago, but I just didn't have the time, to organize it because I was very busy with other projects. And looking at the results of my students, I just saw that like majority of them got 7 or even higher, majority of them, and even some of them who did, what I told them were able to get 8.5 is the students who followed my each advice and everything they did. So I believe that if students work hard, if you give them the right material, if you give them the right content, I think they will be execute and they will be able to get a very good result, because it's possible, for a student, even a language learner, to be able to get a very good result from listening and reading. It just takes a very high level of English and also hard work. Sometimes the problem I see is that, some people have a high level of English, but they don't prepare very well. They don't, they don't work on their talent. Like people say, talent is not enough. You need to work hard to maximize your potential to get the result out of your talent. And also hard work sometimes also may not be that enough if you're not doing it correctly. So I will try to implement some of the teachings I have with my former students to in this marathon. So what's going to be, right? I have actually wrote a message, so I'm going to tell more information about each one of them. So I'm actually, when you join a listening marathon, it's about 30 days. So this is not a guy's lesson. Like I'm not like gonna teach like a regular course, invite everybody, right? Like it's not a course, it's a marathon. You probably saw marathons in as IELTS teachers. They usually share ready-made material to students. Every day they send daily material. And somebody, if you have taken part in this marathon, your job is to finish them and to submit your, for example, homework, right, on a daily basis, if you want to get. And my goal is to help you at least to improve one band score. Let's say if you're getting now band 6 in listening, yeah, which is 24, 25 correct answers, to make it possibly band 7, or if you're getting already band 7, to make it as maybe band 8, or if you're getting already 7.5 or 8, and maybe to help you to get a band 8.5 or 9, because this is something I know, so I'm able to teach that. And so what other things that I'm going to, for example, share? Well, I have these short videos which will cover like a sort of strategies, for each type of question in the listening. And just to make it clear, guys, there's no secret in IELTS. I didn't get 9 in listening because I knew some sort of secrets. The same goes with my students. They didn't get 9 or 8.5 because they knew some sort of secrets. They just worked really hard on mastering these strategies. So second thing, I would choose particularly very wide range of podcasts, not just a BBC podcast, but I would choose podcasts that would be probably very useful and very informative, some of them inspiring every day, one podcast. So, and also, I teach usually from a masterclass. I learned 4 tactics, 4 strategies to tackle and answer the questions in all sections. So I'm going to teach that as well through those ready-made materials. And there's also a key technique, how to use the time efficiently. I will also talk about that. And for those who have finished Cambridge tests, I'm going to send like a PDF version of 12 different tests, listening tests, but still very reliable, very useful tests. And in one of these tests, I will make a video, like a full video on how to do the listening. Like, I will record myself doing that test, or maybe maybe I would end up, making as a bonus, I would organize one listening guided test practice. Why not? If I have time, I will definitely do it. If not, as I said, it's not a regular course, it's a marathon. Everything, these materials, right, strategies will be recorded into a like 5, 6, 7 minute short video, so that it doesn't, because anybody can watch at any time. But the thing that they must all do homework and they must report right during one day, because the next day they get another homework, they get another. And you should not think of them as something like a homework. You should think of them as something, right, helps you to become better listener, to become better language learner. And then I think you will be able to get a great result. What else? Like there are some of the questions I got. Let me answer. How is this organized? I said when actually some students already joined the marathon, so they will be added to a private group in Telegram Messenger. Every day I will send them materials there. There will be one channel for only materials, so that it will not be messy. Dear students, can I mute 1 second until I finish my speaking? I just muted you guys. Then we will talk question answers here. So then another thing is that and there will be group like where people can ask questions, because sometimes you can have questions definitely when you watch let's say a video, 3, 5, 10 minute video, and you may not understand something. You can definitely ask questions, and that's why we have created a Telegram group separate, and then a channel. Just there will be only materials, nothing else. It's online, like I'm gonna just send it, materials, but it's not a course, it's not a lesson, it's a marathon. Every day materials will be sent. What kind of materials? I said key technique video, podcast, some sort of useful advice article to improve listening, and listening tests, right, in general. And when does it start? This one, it's the first time I'm doing it. It's February 22. I'm planning it not this Monday, but the next Monday, right? After one more Monday. And if requirements, some people asked me requirements to join. How can we join? What are the requirements? One of the requirements is that you need to have minimum intermediate level of English. It's very important that because to be able to understand the context materials that I'm sending. The second thing is that you should have a good internet connection. I mean, you should download these materials. You should be able to use them very well. What else I could say? I guess probably that's it. About some people ask how we can pay and how we can join. Well, if you live in Uzbekistan, you can pay definitely using the like pay me click whatever the system. I will send you the card number. You can send it, and we accept you, and we after the screenshot we will add you to private group. Again, guys, this is not a it's the first time. Hopefully, I'm hoping that this listening marathon will be able to help a lot of candidates to achieve at least 7+. My job is to help, because this is something I'm not organizing a marathon writing like because I'm not that great at that yet. I'm learning still. I'm a learner myself, and I still think that I have a lot to learn to improve my listening again, even though I have already got band 9. It's just a test, and as a test day I can end up getting 8.5. There's a tiny difference between 8.5 and 9. But so far, because I have a very good experience of helping students and helping them to get a good result, that's why I'm organizing it. You're probably right. I mean, if you haven't seen, guys, check in our Telegram channel. I have shared the results of students which I have taught. Some of them, like 4 of them got 7, another one for 7.5, and then 2 or 8, and then another 3 is 8.5, so on and so forth. So now the price is, somebody asked it here. I think maybe you haven't seen in Telegram channel. The price is only 70,000 soon. But for the students who studied with me before, like for my former students, there's a discount for them. So, but it's 70,000 soon. It's the price. It's like about $7. Yeah. So please listen to. Here we have like, good evening. First, thanks to Marathon. Can you tell us? Well, speaking of books, Jahangir Boltype, I have already written an article. I have spent. Actually, every time I write an article, it takes me some hours to write. First, because I, do research of useful materials, and then I write. So I highly recommend you to check that article. Okay, I'm gonna share it in Telegram group. You can read that. I wrote it best IELTS books in my opinion, because everybody's opinion is different. I mean, we don't know. Like for somebody, it's a different book. For somebody, it's someone else, right? We have here improving listening skills. Yeah, everything. Now, general advice, I would say listen to podcasts a lot every day on a daily basis. Practice smartly. So this is what I'm going to probably teach. I'm going to teach my students and marathon participants to practice smartly, not just practice, to learn from mistakes and just get better. Just the things that work it for me and work it for my students to be able to get that 7, 8, 9 results in listening skill. So well, meeting is about Asad Beg is the listening marathon to improve our listening result. Said Raham Ibadullah asking questions. Thank you very much as well. I'm really will similar what reading model in the future. Yeah, I'm planning to organize a reading marathon as well, because listening, reading, and probably also speaking, I would say, are the 3 skills I'm good at. Like, I'm not like bad at them. I'm good because I was able to get also 8.5 in reading, and I'm myself a reader. I like reading books a lot. For example, like every day I try to read something. I will definitely, I'm already thinking, but first I want to finish this listening marathon and see how it goes. If it turns out to be successful, I'm not going to stop it like some maybe other people. Like, I'm going to update it, change it. After each marathon, I'm planning to ask participants what things worked for them, what things they didn't like it. And because there's no perfect marathon, there's no perfect book or material. There will be always something not enough. That's why we will be working on mistakes. and I'm ready to work on that. Yeah, we're gonna work on these common problems, Jawahar. Like, I mean, I would probably give advice on the listening problems and how we can do it. Can we start earlier? Well, listen, it's a problem because I have a lot of other plans. That's why I cannot start earlier. I'm already actually starting after almost 1 week. So it would be much better, I think, if we start on from Monday. Can I ask something kind of questions? You can ask questions. Yeah, Sadiq, ask here. My exam is in March, huh? Marjani, if your exam is, I mean, some of you guys, if some of your exams are in March, I mean, and you, right? I mean, you don't have enough time to take part in this marathon. I can recommend you as an honest person, just this one, like, I mean, general advice. If you follow it, you will still be able to make progress. There are three things, if I can say, that contribute a lot to improve your listening result. Number one is to improve your general English. Every day, reading something in English, learning vocabulary. Every day, learn 20, 30 new words, write their definitions, understand them, make a speech, right? And listen to podcasts every day, 30, 40 minutes, not just a similar BBC podcast, different wide range of podcasts. What else we have? Yeah, and again, practice smartly. What does it mean? If I say now just, yeah, we have short time, generally, practice smartly, work on your mistakes, analyze the type of mistakes you are making. If you are making a lot of mistakes on multiple choice, then practice more multiple choice questions. If you are making a lot of, I don't know, matching map questions, I mean, mistakes with map questions, just then try to work on map questions, revise the strategies for map, and, just work on them. Hopefully it will be better. Listen when you do it, guys, listen only one time. Never ever cheat at home, because nobody checks. Usually we tend to cheat. Even I cheated myself when I was a learner and I got 6.5 first time I passed. But second time I was an honest learner. I was strict with myself. If I made spelling mistake, I didn't, like, mark it as a correct answer. You have to be strict. You have to be like, right, honest with yourself when checking and when doing the test. It's very important. Is it good to practice from listening on a daily basis? It depends, Jawahar. If your exam is very soon, like after 1 month, yes, you can practice listening every day. But I'm a type of person who does not put that emphasis on the listening practice. I think 3 times a week practice will be more than enough. I did only 3 times a week practice. And for some people, listen, imagine, guys, if you're not making progress, yeah, and you are practicing 3 times a week or 6 times a week, what is the purpose of testing again and again and again? You need to stop and see what's working and what's not, right? Analyze it. So and do it just once a week practice. For part 3 and part 4 questions, I have given lots of advice. For other questions as well, I have written another article about how did I prepare it when I got band 6 and when I got band 8, as the way I prepared. So yeah, just follow it. You're welcome. I said podcasts, range of podcasts. What kind of things I should listen? How many times? Every day, minimum 1 hour, okay? Or at least 30 minutes. Podcasts, I should write down the same question. How many hours we should do the listening? How many hours? I just answered the question. You should practice 3 times a week. And the listening test takes 30 minutes. And then spend another 20 minutes, analyze your mistakes, 10, 15 minutes. And what else we have here? Yeah, and other days, every day listen to podcasts, improve your general English. Well, if you can't understand podcasts, here says Zulfazar, then you are probably not listening a podcast that is suitable for your level. And another thing, or you're listening to a podcast that is too boring. Maybe it can be very interesting for your friend, but too boring for you. This is a problem. Like, everybody trying to listen to the same podcast. I would never do it. I would listen to wide range. That's why my job is to, in listening marathon, it's not like, I'm going to give you guys something magic, that nobody you can find. Actually, if you spend your time and energy, you can find everything I share in listening marathon. But the problem is students are, most of them, lazy, and they need guidance. They need like a systematic planet materials. So this is what I'm going to do. This is like, I collect all these wonderful podcasts and wonderful, for example, right, like, and I make effort. I make a short videos, explain, and share articles and mini videos to explain. And I just, share with you all. This is what it takes. So I will just, and that's why I'm not charging too much money. I'm just, just for my work, for my time. If somebody like you, Aktam of Alisher, got 5.5, I actually don't recommend that you prepare for IELTS. Don't get me wrong. Uh, I mean, guys, IELTS is the international language English international, right, language testing system. It's a test of your English. So if your English is bad, my marathon not gonna help you a lot. Like it's gonna help, yes, but you should have a good English. Like band 5.5 is not even intermediate level of English. It's a pre-intermediate level. Yeah, you should really improve your general English. I don't know, go to courses, go to a good English teacher and learn, take the courses. And whenever you listen to, instead of listening to music, guys, listen to podcasts. Music, people say, oh, it's great, I am listening. People make believe themselves, seeing that music is wonderful. Yeah, music is good when you're tired to have a rest, but music is not good to improve listening. I mean, IELTS, prepare for IELTS test. It's, well, I cannot take you. I told you just now, you need to prepare, you need to improve your general English. It's not enough. I take students to my IELTS courses, only students who have a minimum strong intermediate level of English. I don't want to lie to you, and take, for me, money is the second thing. First is quality. Even though I don't understand the whole listening, yeah, it's because that you don't prepare the questions very well, Nader John. If you understand everything but cannot answer, you need to master the strategies, and you need to do smart practice. Well, there's no way how to avoid all mistakes a lot. Like Jawahar asks, how can I, I think not Bahrdinov asked, how can I avoid mistakes at all? Everybody makes mistake, okay? And if you are a type of person who, I don't know, do not want to make mistakes, then you are probably in the wrong place. I'm not here, guys, to teach you to never ever to make mistakes, to prevent you from making mistakes. It's very important that you guys make mistakes, because then when you make mistakes, you will be able to see opportunities to learn from them. You will, when you understand why you are making mistakes, you will be on your way to get better. I actually treated my mistakes like a goal. I actually worked on my mistakes more than my correct answers. When I got 30 correct answers, for example, I didn't care about those 30 correct answers. I cared much more about my 10 mistakes, because that 10 mistake stopped me from getting the result I wanted. And I wanted only band 9 as an English teacher, well, yeah, these things, Malika, Jawahar, I have actually shared in my articles, guys. And these are the things, like, in more details, I'm going to teach these activities that how you can practice, how you can listen with the podcast. I will teach different activities. I mean, like, yeah, for my students and I will also show myself to them how to do that. And as an example, to how to work with the test, how to do the self-study, everything. At what level? I just mentioned, I guess, now for the fifth or sixth time, in minimum intermediate level. Okay. Yeah, if you're getting 6.5 in listening, you can join Said Raham. It's possible to join. What else? How we can practice, like, yeah. Any other questions, guys? Are you running offline? No, I'm not running offline lessons. And because of some reasons, I'm nowadays teaching only online. And I think I will teach online for the rest of the year, this year, because I don't know, it's giving me opportunity to be at home, to do some other work, to spend time with my family, and to travel. I can be anywhere and teach anywhere. And you probably see that I'm going to different regions to organize master classes. So it's very important that I teach online, because I will be able to teach from everywhere. If I teach offline, let's say, yeah, now in Tashkent, it will be bad. I can't travel, because if I miss lesson, my students cannot have a lesson. How many times do you want to organize in a week? What do you mean by that? What or how many times organized? Like, can you make your question clearly, Naderjan? Well, marathon, it's not a course, Naderjan. It's not a course. I'm not going to, like, this is a question answer session. Yeah, I'm not going to teach like now. I'm not going to, for example, show a presentation. For example, I have a presentation actually here. I can show you now, for example. But I'm not going to do that in the marathon. I'm going to share ready-made podcasts, ready-made videos. Ready-made means tayyor videolarni qilib bo'lgan o'sha videolarimni jo'nataman. Tayyor testlarni, tayyor maslahatlarni yig'ib qo'yganman har bir kunga. I will send it and we will discuss it. It's not a lesson. No, Zoomdan turib dars o'tirmaydi unda marathonda. It's not a course, guys. Course is a different. Marathon is different. Like here's a, like for example, like I'm gonna share materials. That's it. Like this. I'm not gonna like now. I did show a presentation and teach because I have no time to teach. I have already groups. If you are willing to join IELTS course, not a marathon, my new group is already full. I'm going to open a new group in the probably late March after Nowruz. I think after Nowruz I will open another new IELTS group at 6:30 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday days. Botrbek Umar 5.5. Well, actually, I don't recommend you to join if you have only 5.5. You see, if I was only after money, I would say, okay, join it. But I highly recommend you. It's not. I'm not gonna stop you guys from joining. I mean, it's like it's your wish, and I'm not gonna force anybody to join. Hey, you must join. Blah blah. It's everybody's wish, and I just want to see for myself how I will be able to do it because probably there will be version 2. Yeah, like I mean version 2, 3, 4, like marathon. Like next time when I organize, I will try to tweak and change things which worked and which didn't work. Johnny Bank, my IELTS band score is the overall 8, listening 9. So good, guys. I have no more questions, or do we have any other questions? If not, I'm gonna finish it here. Thank you very much. If you have any other questions left about marathon, you can ask in, like maybe in chat. But yeah, if I can, one more thing, if I can, I will maybe show like a sneak peek, some of the materials from the listening like marathon. If not, no problem. You can join. I'm gonna leave you now in my Telegram IELTS channel like a link. My manager, you can contact to manager, but she doesn't respond after 10 o'clock. So you have just 1 hour, and after you need to pay with the help of Click or Pay Me, and after that you will be able to edit, right? You will be able to join marathon. We have one question left, I think. Sattar of Husundar, can you explain more about your previous project about reading? Well, reading marathon, some people ask me, will you also do the same thing with the reading? Yes, I have a plan, but it takes time, right? I need to first prepare materials for reading marathon to make it useful, to make it interesting. And I'm gonna announce it in my channel if I organize for reading. And for speaking also as well, maybe in future for all skills, yeah. And something I almost forgot that I want to do is to make it also healthy, useful for our lifestyle, like combination of health and listening. So we'll see. I'm from a very little village called Uchkurgan in Namangan region. So I'm not from a cosmopolitan city. Yeah, I don't have a center. But I work I work independently a lot, but I also work in a center called Riksha Education. But nowadays, as I said, I'm not teaching offline, sorry, in traditional classes. You can go there. It's an excellent place. I'm just going to write the name of it. Riksha Education. You can go there. The teachers are best, but there are requirements, требования, to join. Yeah, my job is a teacher. I'm not a random guy who knows English and just wants to make money. I'm a professional teacher. Sabat speaking 1. Yeah, we'll do it hopefully. Okay, I guess. Thank you very much, guys. I was planning to do it until 9 o'clock. I hope I have answered most of your questions. I'm gonna leave contact numbers to Telegram channel. You can join if you're interested. Money is not that big, to invest. Even though you don't, like you invest in my marathon, my advice, invest in your education, whatever it is, like buy some great courses, whatever materials, right? Like that will only make you a better person, right? Yeah, thank you all. Have a great time. I passed IELTS only 2 times. Yeah.